Dahlias bring a beautiful and sentimental touch to your garden and home. But, are dahlias sun plants or shade plants? The perfect dahlia sun or shade? Will dahlias thrive under the sun? Yes. Will dahlia thrive under the shade? Yes. Dahlia flowers are best grown in locations that receive over 6 hours of sunlight and can remain moist, not dry out or wilt. Can dahlias grow in the shade? Dahlias are used to bright sunlight and warm weather, and most of them will do well in full sun. However, some varieties evolved as forest edge plants and only need a few hours of direct sunlight each day. Dahlias like it warm, not too hot. Dahlias are native to the mountains of southern Mexico and Central America, where summer days are warm up to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and nights are cool at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. If temperatures get warmer during the day or night, dahlias may show signs of stress. Heat or cold stress causes these flowers to have stunted growth, poor flower production, misshapen flowers, and increased susceptibility to pests and diseases. So, is the full sun always the best? There is no doubt dahlias are sun lovers, and more sun for any flower farmer means more bloom. However, if the sun is too hot and the temperatures are too high, the plants may stop flowering. Choose a planting location that offers half sun and half shade instead of the full-day sun to protect your dahlias from excess heat. You can also plant these beneath a shade tree. The branches will protect the foliage from the afternoon's hot sun and reduce the air temperature. What if you don't have shade where you are growing dahlias? Consider putting up a shade structure. To make your shade, use a polyethylene shade cloth that lasts for many years. You can filter out as little as 20% of the light or as much as 80%. If you give dahlias 40% of light, they will still thrive. This fabric also shields the flowers from the heavy rain and hail that could be damaging. How else can you cool your plants? Covering the soil with mulch will insulate the roots of these plants and help protect them from extreme heat. Ensure that your mulch is no more than 2 or 3 inches thick, and it must allow water to flow through it to the soil. The best time to apply your mulch is early June when your plants grow strong and before it gets too hot. Soil, organic matter, and proper drainage. Before you plant them, enrich your soil with a generous amount of compost, old manure, or shredded leaves. Loose soil that has been enriched with organic matter encourages strong root growth and absorbs moisture properly. Plant your dahlias in well-draining soils to prevent your plants from being soggy and dying from too much water. Wet roots stress the plants, causing the tubers to rot and the plants to die. If you notice your soil is naturally heavy, consider growing your dahlias in raised beds. This way, you can fill the beds with the best possible soil and ensure proper drainage always. Watering dahlias. Dahlias don't like too much water, but drought can cause them to dry up and die. If natural rainfall fails or is inadequate, it's best to water your dahlias deeply once a week rather than water them lightly several times per week. The best watering method uses drip irrigation to keep the foliage dry and water the plants down to the roots with no runoffs. If you are hand watering, pour the water directly at the soil level to avoid getting the leaves and flowers wet to discourage mildew and mold growth. Dahlias are beautiful flowers to grow with low maintenance and growing requirements. Growing them under balanced sun or shade will result in a good harvest of these beauties. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.